Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I set up my November budget in my new 2019 mini happy planner. I am using it for November and December this year, and if you haven't already seen my video of how I set that up, I will leave a link down below. But anyways, before we get into it, for those of you who are already subscribed, thank you for sticking around and coming back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I really wish you would consider subscribing if you like all these budget planner videos. So anyways, so back to the video. So again, this is the 2019 mini happy planner, the super mom edition, and for the month of November and December, I went ahead and covered up all the dates like I said, and this was pretty challenging for me to set up as a everything like catch-all, like including all my budgets and bills and everything, because it is pretty small compared to what I was used to. I was using the classic size, which is the medium size happy planner in the past or before. So what I did for this month was I used these little stickers that I had from the happy planner sticker books, and anything that has like a red star on the date, that means that there's a bill due. And then here on the side, I kind of just wrote down all the bills that are due in date order, and then I would just go ahead and go here and just check it off whenever it's paid for. And as you can see, I have bills due like almost every day of the month, which is pretty sad. I have been thinking about consolidating it to maybe a couple of days so that it's not too much, but I don't know, I just want to leave it like that for now. It's not too much work for me. I've actually kind of memorized some of the dates already, so unless it becomes a hassle, I might consider doing that. But this is how I have my November bills due set up. Most of them are on automatic payments except for 3, but I still like to go in and check my accounts and check off when it has been paid. And since I am using this as my catch-all, I have other dates on here as well for the month of November. And then a list of things I want to accomplish for the month. So I have that all written down there. And then for next week, I went ahead, actually for all of the weeks, I went ahead and put all the bills that are due under the section bills to pay. So for next week, you can see I have a lot of bills due that week, and then a couple on that week, a lot more. So like it seems like maybe the first and third week I have a chunk of our bills due, and then the last week I only have 2. And then for this month as well, I went ahead and sorry, you can hear the garbage truck in the background, but I hope it doesn't wake up my son because he's napping right now and it's literally right by the bedroom. Anyways, I went ahead and created a habit tracker. I said in one of my past videos that I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing this anymore, but I'm not really setting myself a goal as far as like how many days I want to not spend any money or don't do any takeout or have my husband pack lunch. I'm gonna try my best to just stick to a budget, and but I still want to see, you know, how we are doing throughout the month, like what days we're not eating out, because we don't eat out every day. We probably eat out twice, at most 3 times a week, and I just want to see what days that is. And it is my birthday month, so I don't know how this month is going to go as far as takeout, going out to eat and all of that, because for the most part during my birthday month I always feel kind of blah. It's usually the month where I tend to get sick. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but this is how I have it set up. Same thing as in October. I'm tracking our no spend, no takeout days, and then whether or not my husband packs a lunch. And then for my goals, I've written down my goals here, but on the left side here I put a couple of wins from like October, just to kind of, I feel like I always beat myself up when I go over budget, but I think the important part for me is to, yes, while you do go over budget, I went over my budget by $17. I think what I need to remind myself is that as long as I know that I went over budget and that I'm mindful after that of what I'm spending, I guess, is what matters. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making an excuse for making up excuses. But for myself, after going over $17, I really tried my best not to spend anything else, and it is hard. So for 2 weeks, I didn't spend anything on myself, which is crazy because I'm the spender of the family. So to me, that's progress. But anyways, so my wins that I wrote down for last month was we paid off our Wells Fargo card. We had 15 days of no takeout, and 15 days my hubby packed the lunch, so which is a lot better than what we did in September. And then for the goals, our goal for November is to pay half of our next in line for our debt snowball, which is my Chase credit card. Currently has a balance of $935. I want to pay off at least half. And then the other goal is to finish Christmas shopping this month, all purchased, and then maybe start wrapping in December or something. And then I also want to increase our sinking fund as well, because right now the amount that we have in there is just enough for, I'm so sorry if you hear that garbage truck in the background. But anyways, I really want to try our best to increase our sinking fund, because the amount of money that's in there right now is money that is for our car maintenance that we still haven't done, and we've been trying to set up appointments, but parts, like different parts were ordered and things like that, so we really just need to maybe find another place to get it done. Anyways, yeah, so that's our goals for that month, or for this month. And then as far as our budget goes, I put it on the back side where my budgeting tab is. I decided to put it back here and not towards the front, because I don't want to be flipping through pages as I'm going through my week. So at least I know for if I want to look back or look at our budget, I can flip through the back under my budget tab. And this is how I have it set up, kind of similar to how I had it in my my classic size planner. So I have my income, expected, actual, received, and if there is any difference. And then how I have this broken down is by I calculate how much we are expected to receive for the month, and then I subtract all the bills that are scheduled to be due, and then whatever I'm left over at the end, that's the amount that I budget out. It's kind of tricky for this month because November 30th, it seems like we get 3 paychecks, but if you think about it, when we get paid on November 30th on a Friday, we won't get paid for another 2 weeks, which is, 2 weeks into December. So I want to make sure I account for I took out $530 to spread it out during week 1 and 2 of December. So that's, kind of like my thought process on how I budget for the month of November. And then here on the side, I have my budget categories. Same thing as last month, except for my grocery. I decided to add toiletries in there because we do tend to shop at Target for all of our toiletry things, and I never really knew. I kind of counted it as like things for the home, but I think this time around I'm just gonna include it as part of the groceries. And then we have gas, my husband's allowance, my allowance, my son and his school. He does have a book fair coming up, and I want to make sure we have enough money to buy him a couple new books. And I do want to make a trip to Disneyland for my birthday and get that birthday button. I haven't gotten one, I think, in 5 years since my first pass. And then money for takeout, Sam's Club, and then for laundry as well. And then how I have this broken down is by category and then by weeks. The amount we spent, what's remaining, and I have that for all of these categories except for Disneyland and Sam's Club, Disneyland, and laundry. It's usually like a one-time one-time deal, so I wrote it out this way versus breaking it down by week. And then I also added a from the sinking fund, so any expenses that we spend that we will be taking out of our sinking fund, like for gifts, Christmas shopping, things for the car, or just things maybe that didn't belong in any of our budgets. So that's how I have that set up. And then I went ahead and I saw one of, I can't remember which planner girl I saw this from, but she had a laminated version of like a cheat sheet. I think it's from My Budget Journey. I follow her here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm not sure, but I saw it on someone's budget video where she made a like a cheat sheet of bills, like when it's due and the minimum payments. So when I'm in a bind, or if I can't forget when things are due, because I have so many, obviously, I can just look on this sheet. I'm even thinking about laminating it, maybe, I don't know, but this is my little cheat sheet. And then I also made a smaller version of my debt snowball. Let me see if I can find where I put my other one. Okay, so this is what my debt snowball looked like before my classic planner. And I went ahead, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to probably put it on our wall or something where we can see it. I went ahead and made a mini version. Just because I wanted to have it in my planner, since this is the planner I'm going to take with me everywhere. So I have my balances here as of June, because that's when we really kind of got into the whole, where we pretty much got serious about paying off our debt and really started to budget. So this is my balances as of June. And then in parentheses, I have all the minimum payments at that time. And then on the side here, I'm writing down when or what month we paid it off. And at the bottom, my total debt, and then our total monthly as well that we were paying from June. And then on this side, so this little insert, I just cut down one of these inserts from the classic size. I just went ahead and cut it down and fit it in here and folded it. And it seems to be working fine for me, so I don't have to use multiple pages, like multiple mini pages, I guess. And then what I'm doing for this side is putting down the debt as well, minusing, like not including all the bills that we were paying off, and then kind of writing down the balances. So on this side, it's all the balances as of August 25th, and then on this side I have balances as of October 30th, and then what the current minimum payment due is. So that way I can kind of see, versus like say when we started this in June, our minimum payment we were paying was about $1,900 versus now we're paying about $1,550, which if we are going by the snowball method, we are supposed to be taking, so you subtract $1,900 minus like that $1,500 amount, and then you're supposed to be paying, you're supposed to be rolling over that amount into the next one. So we have technically an extra $400 that we're not paying on bills anymore, that we should be rolling over to our next snowball, which the next one is my Chase credit card, and we should be able to pay off that amount. So instead of saying that I have $400 extra to budget for miscellaneous, for like trips or whatever, I can put that money down towards paying off our debt. And then any overtime money that my husband makes will go towards like our sinking fund. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I'll make another update. I'll probably do another updated debt snowball before the new year or something, or going into the new year. So I just wanted to show you how I set that up in my budget planner as well. And then I went ahead and in my shopping tab, I did write down my Christmas list, all the names on here, and these are mostly like kids in our family and immediate family that we're buying for. And then hopefully when you guys see this in December, when I do my November recap, this is all filled in, because I really want to try my best and finish Christmas shopping in November. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this budget video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you have any questions on how I set it up, Please feel free to leave a comment down below, email me, DM me on Instagram. Yeah, I'll respond, don't worry. Just if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions maybe on how, if maybe you're budgeting in a mini planner as well, leave some suggestions down below. And yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. And again, if you guys are new to this channel, I really wish you would consider subscribing. And if you are already subscribed, thank you guys for coming back. Anyways, guys, hope you have a wonderful November, and I hope you guys are having a great fall season so far, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.